Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of JSmith Plays MS Paint. MS Paint? MS Paint! It's late. Bear with me. I am JSmith and I am on the internet. Thank you very much for joining with me today. On my never-ending journey through the world of art and artistic representation and love and compassion and happiness for all. And sticking with that theme of love and happiness and compassion for all, today's artwork is something that I think encompasses a lot of that, and especially in my group of friends. I, of course, am talking about Monty. I am going to be drawing Monty today, although I am of the persuasion that I like to choose all of the damsels in Spelunky to save. I do know that folks like Michael A. Fox, Northern Lion, Bear Taffy, although he calls him Rufus, and I think Nick Ruckley Smile all use exclusively the dog, which is I always he's Monty. He's not Rufus to me. He's Michael A. Fox's old dog Monty. So, old dog. I don't know. I think he passed or something. I don't know. I don't know the whole story. Anyways, 15 seconds. Spelunky dog. Let's do this, shall we? 3, 2, 1, go. Background, we always need to start with, so let's just get our, every time I do that, I think that's a fair enough kind of color for the background, just to set it up. Today I am going to be using the regular brush. Again, I haven't got word of if people liked the, what brush did I use exclusively last time? The watercolor brush? Yeah, the watercolor brush. So, not using that this time. Just the old paintbrush like, Mama taught me. And his eyeball kind of pops up like that. And it looks like this. This is his ear, by the way. This is his ear. And then this is his eye. It kind of looks up like that. And then he's got his little nose right here. And, actually, no, that's not exactly correct. So he's definitely got like an eye going on over here. And then his nose is up in this corner. His nose touches his eye. That's interesting. So, like that. Okay, I can work with that. And coming down. And then up. Alright, that's fair enough. And we can have this part kind of come down over here. And it'll be that. And he's got his tongue sticking out right around here. And then last but not least, we have his under face right around there. I don't like that under face that much. How about that? I think that's a little bit better. He's got a derpy eye looking up in this direction. He looks sad. Looks like a sad dog. I think it's this eye part right here. It's not circular enough for my liking. So let's get a bigger size brush, so that's going to help me delete this catastrophe. But the rest of it seems pretty fine. Let's get our black again and try to just round this out like that. Ah, that's much better. And kind of looking out and looking that way. Okay, I can live with that. I think I can live with that. And again, just a rough sketch. We still got 12 minutes left to figure out exactly how this is going to look in the end. Not like that, I don't think. Maybe just like, it's a strange looking dog. So his collar comes down. Ooh, he's got like a bald chin. Monty's a bald chinian? I had no idea. Kind of comes out looking weird. But I think that's kind of like in the bald chinian nature. So there's one bald chin and then two bald chin that comes up. And now I think we're a little bit ready for a collar. Just needed that kind of like reference point. Although it still didn't quite help me. His collar goes under his bald chin. So if this goes up, and then this will start coming up here. There we go. That's better. And we'll bring it right back down and make this his pendant. And behind his pendant goes his little legs. That's a bad leg. So we'll do that. There's one paw. And right behind that, you can't really tell, but it's another one, I think. Maybe that's just his gut, really. That's his gut. He's just kind of big old lumpy dog. And I didn't realize Monty was such a he's a pudgy pug. And we'll bring this joint down and have that right here. There you go, Mont. And his gut continues. It's so bad. His gut continues down and around to the back, where he's got his leg sort of like this, and his foot right around there. Actually, I don't really like that foot location. So if he did something like that, that might look a little bit better. A little bit better. Not that I'm better than, obviously, Derek Yu or anything. It's his dog. I wonder if Derek Yu actually made this off of his own dog. I should ask him that. So here's this going around. We'll even make that part go down as well. So Monty definitely looked like he put on a little bit of weight here. So let's get our filler tool and let's fill this in to the best of our ability. So there's that. We'll get his gold and his red and his derp face. Yeah, actually that's fine. And white there and white there. White there. And then black at the top. He kind of does remind me of Monty and how he's kind of supposed to look. Now let's get a lighter kind of brown for this. We still want... No, this is like a gray or a black for sure, but definitely more of like a gray color. So we'll get this for all of that. A little bit darker of a nose. I could probably even get away with just filling that in with black. But I'm not. I'm not going to. I refuse to do that. But I'll get like as damn close as possible. So no, we'll go back to the second one. Was that alright? Yeah. So that looks pretty good. He's got this. Alright, I gotta zoom in here. And I want to fill this in with all black. Oh, that wasn't black. So just to get this through, we got 7 minutes to finish this off. So far, so good, honestly, though. I'm kind of happy the way it turned out. It looks a lot better when it is colored, for sure. Just need to get a little bit, maybe a bigger size is going to help us out. There we go. So if I come down and around, I can get that. There's only one person that I know that only uses like the damsel, and that is Pixel. Funnily enough, she uses exclusively the Lady Damsel in her Splunky runs. Unless, you know, I'm doing it with her on like my game, and then obviously it's all three. But she always does call them the lady. So she's set in her ways in the Splunky. It's nice that we all do have like our differences as well. Splunky's a game that, you know, it requires that, and it's nice to have, you know, it's you know, pretty fundamental basic game. You know, it has that start and end and all whole sorts of wild things that can happen along the way. But it's nice that we can all like diverge as well. And the divergence happens a lot during, you know, the NLSS daily challenges, of course. So like Nick has his own way of doing it. Ryan has his own way, which is probably like far and above the best way, because he consistently does better than both me and Nick, probably combined even. Now I could probably get a little bit of, probably a smaller brush down here, just to give a little bit of an outline. Wonderful. Same thing up here. Let's get his nosies. Good. And around his ear. Make that look a little bit better. And now, yeah, so it's just basically now touches and details to Monty here. So let's take this one color that we have and make it a little bit darker and a little bit grayer. And for his shadowy features, which hopefully show up on the YouTube. If not, I can make it a little bit darker. There we go. So now you might be able to tell the difference in the shading qualities and aspects that I'm trying to pull here. Which is good. I've been giving, I've been getting some pointers of just about everything along the way, and I've loved it. So, like, you know, I'm not the greatest. I'm just learning small details, so I don't expect me to be, you know, the greatest artist ever. Quite certainly, it's basically probably the opposite of that. But I mostly do this for funsies and for jokes, but I think I legitimately am getting better at making, you know, MS Paint art. But, you know, this is all kind of taken from real artists that do real painting and real artwork. I just kind of like try my best to mock it. Not really mock it, but you know what I mean. He's got I love this kind of like fat pudge that I've given him in the front here. I think that's hilarious looking. This was the brown I used for the background, so how about I get a darker version of that and just kind of get a solid, I don't know, something in the background for us to go by, or at least look like he's not floating in this brown sand dune from like hell land. So we'll do this and just kind of make, I don't know how we do the rocks in the background like they did. I kind of liked what I had going on the first time, which is like that, and it'll come down. And maybe if I just switch this up a bit, do like a little bit of like a swooping pattern, and I could fill this in with different shades of brown, maybe that will do me a little bit better justice. I got 3 minutes to figure out artwork styles for textures in the back of images, I guess, so might as well use it if I've got it, you know what I'm saying? So make that come down. Oh shit, it kind of went a little bit into you, Monts, I'm sorry. And okay, so with that gathered, how about I get different shades and use my paint bucket tool. So there's that. I could probably use it over here as well. I will use a little bit of a lighter color. I can even use the brush tool as well. And paint in there, paint in there. In here, I could use the first color that I actually did, that I didn't fill anything in. And we'll kind of keep going from here, making lines and then promptly filling them in after that. Actually, that looks pretty fine. That looks good. And we'll even just maybe... So maybe if I start at the bottom, like Northernlion would often suggest, and work my way back up top in a way that it kind of has like a general fade, that could be a useful thing. And then he's got some... How about I use like the black brush just to color this in, make it a little bit cartoon-itized. It might be wise. Just to fill it in, make it look like I actually know what it is that I'm doing, although obviously I don't. We'll fill in the background. I don't know how people make like rocks and stuff, so again, I'm gonna do this and basically just make a bunch of different lines in the background in no particular order, no rhyme nor reason, no set structure in you know, the colors that I'm choosing right now, but I think that, you know, horizontal for the ground and then vertical for the wall is probably the best option for me. So let's start filling some things in here. Like that. And right there. Do one. No, that's not good. Right there. Okay. And am I missing anything? I guess I could do a little bit more of like a lighter color with this medallion. Give me this brush and kind of give that sort of effect as well. And that is Monty from Spelunky. Thank you everybody for watching. This has been a whole lot of fun. The timer is obviously going to go off because it's a dingleberry. And let's give this a little signature for J Smith. Actually, that's kind of big. I don't want it to be like, you know, like that. J Smith. And there we go, Monty. So thank you again very much for coming out with me and spending some time with me today as I learned some new tricks in MS Paint. I am J Smith and I'm on the internet. You can find me here every single day, youtube.com/JSmithOTI. After that, follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/JSmithOTI. And then last but certainly not least, I do my live shows every Monday through Thursday on Twitch, twitch.tv/JSmithOTI. Thank you again. I love you, and I will catch you next time. Later.